Hello, one and all. It's Phil, aka Philadoxical, and I'm back. And today, I want you to join me on a momentous achievement, on something I have been driving towards for a little bit now, and something I'm very, very excited to share with you. Today, in Deep Rock Galactic, I'm going to go on my 100th mission. Now this may not seem like a big deal to some people, but less than 2.5% of Xbox players currently have it, and I'm very excited. So, without further ado, let's jump in. First and foremost, what is Deep Rock Galactic? Deep Rock Galactic is where you take on the role of a space dwarf. Hell yes! Imagine the Voltan from Warhammer 40k, but a lot more aggressive, a lot more organised, and with bigger guns. We go in search of minerals, resources, missing equipment, ancient artifacts on alien planets. We dig it up, we bring it home, and we sell it. You can have 4 classes. You've got an engineer, a scout, a gunner, and I think it's just like a straight up soldier. I'm not 100% sure because I've never actually used them. Oh no, wait, it's a driller. So you've got a scout, a driller, an engineer, and a gunner. I've really only ever played the gunner and the engineer because those two are hands down my absolute favourite. The gunner, oh, the boomage, the sheer boomage they can bring to bear is worth it. But yeah, you can pick a class, you fight lots of different alien species, you're able to customize.
Hot potato.
Yeah. You're able to customize how your dwarf plays using a variety of perks, weapons, and more importantly, customization. So this is our not so little space station where we launch all of the missions from. And this is our wardrobe. Boom. At the moment, I've gone chic Scottish for my look. However, you can unlock a variety of different headgears. This DLC one is one that I got for actually buying the supporters pack. A lot of the others are just simply unlocked from in-game using like an in-game currency that you earn simply playing missions. And yeah, you can change up your armor. There's different styles of armor. And this is all dependent on the class you play. Each class has a slightly different style of armor. And you can pick everything from your eyebrows to your sideburns, type of mustache, and the beard that you want. In addition, you can also change all the colours. So, because I've got the supporter pack, I can go full on blinged out with a very nice emerald and gold. You can get colour patterns from simply playing the game, such as the platinum. The Umber Corrosion, I believe I've unlocked from the free battle pass. And other bits and pieces you can just find laying around in missions in like special little in-game boxes. In addition to customizing your wardrobe, you can of course customize one of your primary weapons, the humble pickaxe. And each class also has a variety of equipment, grenades, and special gear they can use. For example, my gunner has I would say a Gatling gun. They've got an autocannon, which is essentially an anti-aircraft weapon in handheld form. And then guided rockets, which have some severe boomage. Each weapon can be customized to play exactly how you want it to play. Whether it has more ammo, does a specific damage type, or is more accurate. And you can also get something called overclocking, which makes the weapon of your choice a lot more dangerous. The only downside to overclocking is when you do make it more dangerous, like say for example this one penetrates enemies and has increased maneuverability, there is often a downside. So you may be a lot more lethal with it, but the overall damage, if it's not a direct hit, goes down and you've got less ammo. So it's kind of finding what works best for you and tailoring your character to kind of meet those needs. Whilst we're just having a little run around the space station, you've got a variety of areas that you can go and explore. Say, for example, this is where you come to level up. And also when you hit certain achievements, like hitting level 10 with a different class, you get little statues. So this is my engineer. And this, my gunner, who I've put the most amount of time into. Oh, he's got a mighty fine looking gun. And as you can probably tell, I've not really done much with the scout or with the driller at the moment. So there is a lot to see on the space station, everything having its own purpose, its own designation. You've got like a little shop which you can use the minerals and the resources you mine to buy things. You've got the seasonal battle pass, which is where you can go and unlock freebies from just completing missions and playing the game. But I wanted to introduce you to a friend of mine. Hello. This is my little bartender buddy. The little bartender is an absolute legend. Whoop. And Lloyd is able to make a beverage of your choice, many of which, as you might be able to see on the right-hand side, have buffs to them. So say, for example, the Red Rock Blaster increases our health by 30%. So, of course, I'm going to order one of them. You also have some, like the Blackout beer, though, which actually cause your dwarf to black out and fall unconscious, and you need resin to wake back up again, or if you time out, you end up going to the medical bay. But before every mission, one of the most important things is to socialize, to have a brew, and have a little dance. You know, just calm, chill, collect yourself, and then we'll jump into this. Oh my god, my hips.
Yeah.
I will admit now, as you may be able to see with my lower body turning but my upper body not, Deep Rock Galactic is not a perfect game. There are some slight visual bugs, you can fall through the map, things like that. But overall, I've played many hours of this. I think I'm coming up to like 30 odd hours, and it's beautiful. It is bloody beautiful, and I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. And that is a little kind of whistle-stop tour on the space station, a few thoughts and opinions on the game itself, and then we're going to jump into the 100th mission. I want to do for this one something special, something that will really give you a proper look at what's on offer. Think here. Oh, Scout's Benefit. Mine Morkite, but we've got low oxygen and we have the plaguing effect. So basically, we've got two aspects of this mission which will increase the difficulty quite a lot. We've got a very short mission. It's one of the medium-sized one, but we've got a very complex cave. So what this means is when we go in, it's not going to be very straightforward. There's going to be a lot of twists, turns, multiple levels. And I think we couldn't really have asked for a better 100th mission to really test what we're able to do. The low oxygen especially is going to be a huge downside because it's essentially a time limit on the mission. As you can see, we can join public matches, we can host public matches, we can host a friends only match, or also go in solo. If you go in solo, you take a little robot called Bosco with you. He is an absolute legend, And just like your character, Bosco can be customized in a number of ways. But I think for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to join a random mission with a randomer. Why? Because again, it adds to the challenge. A lot of the time, you'll join dwarfs on missions that are super nice, super friendly. Once you've got used to the game, you kind of like play to your role, play to your strengths, and everything's very straightforward, very simple. There are a very small amount of trolls, but luckily, especially if you're leading the team, you can actually kick what I like to call the undesirable elements. So here we have the driller, the engineer, the gunner, and the scout. I don't know why I attempted to do a Scottish voice then for the gunner, for the scout and not the gunner. I have no explanation and no excuses. Oh, so even though there's only going to be 2 of us, the person we've found is actually quite a high level. Well, I say a high level. You can get people that are like level 200. At the moment, I'm mainly being paired with people around the 30 to 50 region. Oh, and we're in. Just look how beautiful this is. All the environments, I've not yet found one that I dislike. They all look absolutely fantastic. You can actually press in like a greeting, which on the Xbox is the right thumbstick. And you can give people like little greetings. So if you're not using like an open mic, that's how you can communicate. Oh, we will just grab a few of these minerals. So these we can deposit and they go towards your overall score and help level up. Oh.
Time to earn your paycheck, team.
I'm running out of oxygen. Uh-oh. I may be about to die. I forgot about the oxygen aspect, like, straight away. Oh, I almost forgot about the oxygen aspect straight away. The only thing is, it's now wrecked my health. So what we're engaging here is like your basic enemy types. You've got your airborne, which spit like a plasma. You've got the little melee units, which are the glyphids. And you can get several variations of each. Oh, he's just killed the big one that I was going to show you. That is a Praetorian. They're huge and heavily armored. So what we're doing now is, in addition to making sure the O2 is topped up, is we're just looking for health. We will run out and just help him finish everyone off. We've got low health, but never leave a dwarf behind. Beautiful. Oh, here we go. We've got a Praetorian. I'm just going to shield. Oh. We need to move, we need to move, we need to move. We've got a meteor dropping in, which is basically, yeah, gonna nuke that entire place. As you may see, it's taken the big guy out in one hit.
Rock crackers inbound. Stand by.
So what we can do is, everything's kicking off in one go now. What we need to do is we can crack open the big rocks to actually get special resources. I will just fill up my O2. We really need to find a way to fill up our health. What I've just killed is something called a loot bug. And the loot bugs are literally full of resources, sometimes health, especially gold. And when you see things called nitra go towards letting us get resupplies, which are these little drill down bits. And what they do is they basically give you a bit of health and some ammo.
Jackhammer operational.
Cracking commencing. Stay alert. The noise is bound to attract unwanted attention.
What we're going to do now is try and crack open that huge asteroid that landed. But, as the in-game voice said, and the narration's always on point, we will have enemies coming to stop us. And in addition to your firearms, you can also use your pickaxe for whacking things. So that's like your melee attack. For my personal build, I've gone quite heavy on the melee. So I've got something called Vampire, which allows me to get a little bit of health back from each melee attack that kills somebody. And I've also got Berserker, which means in addition to my basic attack, I can do a more powerful charged attack quite frequently. Oh, that bug, unfortunately, has just dropped on us a goo which literally sticks us to the map and really inhibits your movement. Oh, my health is nearly down again. When I said this would be a very challenging map, and that's the reason we picked it, I do not think I underestimated. Oh, there we go. So those bugs that just dropped dead then, they dropped dead because we'd hit the objective. And when the objective's reached, it just automatically eliminates for most of them all the enemies that are surrounding. However, as you may be able to hear, anyone that's quite far off may still be kicking about. What I'm looking for is healing items or nitra so we can call in ammo and get a healing item.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living.
So what we're getting out of here are things called plague cores, and these are like a special resource which is for this season's missions. Oh, hey up. The only thing is we can't attack whilst we're holding them. And it looks like we've got a glyphid chasing my friend.
All plague hearts collected. R&D will have their
Oh, plague heart, not plague core. I've been calling it plague core for like ages.
objective has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission completion.
The narrator will actually narrate anything and everything, which is really good. Because especially if you're focused on the fighting, you're still up to date with what's going on. So even if you can't see it, you can hear it and not have to like stop to read lots of on-screen prompts. There are still subtitles and things that pop up, but personally I find is like doing a voiceover a lot better, because then you can multitask. We're just going to grab some special resources. And my friend has just flagged up something called red sugar. The red sugar is what we need for health. So red sugar is essentially like your health kit or your health potion. But as we dig down for this, my oxygen's also running out. So what we're going to need to do is grab a little bit. And hightail it back to the platform, because as soon as we start running out of oxygen, as you may be able to see in the bottom left, it starts taking it out of our health. Oh, so we've literally just filled up our health only to lose it. Not all missions have low oxygen. It's definitely one of the challenge aspects, and I think I might have bitten off more than I could chew, because normally I'm like 100% focused and not trying to do a voiceover at the same time. Doing the voiceover, my teammates probably thinking I'm half asleep. I smell bacon. Burning dwarf ass. Right, have we got any more red sugar? We'll just get some O2, which should be on the side. And the zip line that I've been popping up, that's kind of like a traversal for the map. Each class has their own specific way of traversing and getting things done. And the gunner has, obviously, the zip line. The gentleman with us is an engineer. He can deploy those special little foam platforms. And they're great for traversal, but also setting up turrets in high places. So that makes it harder for the glyphids to attack. Especially if it's quite high up, they've got to work their way up to it. I'm hoping we get some O2 come with this supply pod. Yes, beautiful. So we've got O2, and what I'm going to do is just drop a shield. If our comrade comes for any arms, that'll help protect him. The only thing is, we've not got anyone coming over here yet, so I think they might have all been drawn to him. If they've all been drawn to him, he's basically got the whole swarm to deal with himself. Oh, so I was going to say we'll go to him, but he was coming down to us. Ah, fudge. If you take too much damage when you're on the zip lines, you can actually get knocked off. There are perks to negate this, but unfortunately, I use that primarily for the scout and my other characters. For my gunner, I've gone heavily melee, which has its pros and its cons. You can change up how you're set up between missions. So if you find that you want to try something out, but you're not 100% if you're going to keep it, you do have the option. The only downside is you can't actually change in the mission during the mission. Oh, one moment, just whilst I focus. Right, I keep forgetting about the O2 aspect. When I'm downed, though, I can have an ability that allows me to throw up like an electric shield. My friend can come and res me, and then that'll protect both me and them for a short amount of time. The only downside is, though, is our O2 does not get, like, refreshed to 100%. We're still going to need to go top up our O2 quite quickly. Because as you can hear, the more we move, the more we use, and the more we use, the bigger a problem it becomes. So what he's doing there is he's looking at the map, which is like a 3D rendition, and we're trying to find where we can connect some pipes to suck out resources. It then becomes kind of like a defense mission whilst we get all the resources collected. Loot bugs, again, are great. The only thing is killing them. Oh. The only thing is killing them, you get a lot of sass off of the in-game chat about basically killing babies. They're baby aliens, so you're an absolute monster. As I say, hitting one coming through the rock. What I will do is I will go deposit all this in a moment as well. So this is Nitra. This is great for... oh. For getting those resupplies. So we'll top up, we'll go deposit, and then we'll go assist our comrade in milking this place dry. So that's one of his little turrets.
I actually think we're gonna make it.
We'll just deposit everything we've got. Beautiful.
Make another deposit.
And then we'll go help him. He's stood right next to us. You can actually grind on the pipes. So if you hold like on Xbox, it's X. You can actually grind along the pipes. The pipes aren't on every mission, but it just helps like traversal around the map. And especially in a moment when we've got to go do repairs, it's great for kind of getting places quickly.
Here we go.
And if you don't put yourself to purely solo, as you've just seen then, oh, hey up, you can have people drop in at any time. So we've just gone from 2 to 3 people.
Rockety rockin' stone.
We're just gonna have to top up on our oxygen. God, honestly, I'm really rethinking this mission. I thought I want something fun and challenging for when we start to really make it an interesting video. And Jesus, I think I've picked, apart from a haunted map, which is where you have an unbeatable enemy that stalks you, and they're like translucent. Apart from having a haunted enemy, this is really kind of dodgy. So some like really dodgy options.
Like your mother dead.
Oh, so what they're saying is if we use the mule, the only thing is I've definitely muted my in-game chat. I think I have. Yeah, definitely muted my in-game chat. But yeah, as they're saying there, you can have like a mule, which is something that goes on the missions with you and helps you deposit things when you're deeper in the mines. And it's really useful. And I think it's just coinkydink that somebody's like helping out with like helpful hints and tips. Which is one of the things I love about the community is, apart from a very small handful of negative experiences, most players are absolute legends and willing to help you out, especially when you're starting out, to like learn the ropes and things like that. Because combat at times, especially on harder difficulties or higher hazards, can be really daunting. It's literally floods of enemies.
It'll be a beauty once it's complete.
This is hard.
So, Chase Me and Unpopular Pants, we should just give a big shout out to them. They'll probably never see the video, but a big thank you to both of them for helping us out with this today. Even though they don't know and they're helping us out, still it's worth a thank you.
Livid Praetorians attacking.
Oh, so these are going to be the big heavily armored ones. Oh, fudge, I think. No, I jumped off. I thought I'd fallen through then. So what we're doing is we're just helping build the pipe.
If you want something done, you better do it yourself.
So we can do this as, there we go, as we're waiting for the Praetorians. Oh, that's an oppressor. This is essentially a mini-boss.
Fire in the hole!
Fudge! A very powerful mini-boss.
Incendiary grenade!
Right, we need to get down from here, so we've got a bit more room. Not running away, strategic retreat.
Go to now!
Ah, fudge it. I fell. I was thinking of jumping and we could hit the platform, but I fell instead of jumping. I hit it and I'm down. What we will do is we will just run over and grab some oxygen. From here, we can still hit our enemies. Because say, for example, on the loot bug, oh, they have great range, great accuracy at range, most of them.
Let's get them in.
Things like the scout shotgun, not so much. So what we'll do is we'll just climb up. It sounds like we've got one left, unless he's down here. Oh, there we go.
Shield charged and ready. Can't move.
Oh, hey up, we're attracting everyone now. Oh god, we are attracting everybody. Shield.
Get into cover.
So this is what I mean about the combat can go from being okay to really daunting. You can get swarmed in seconds. Oh, and here we do. We have backup. We've got a flying one up there in the reeds. Oh, we've got another Praetorian. Beautiful. Got somebody biting my ass. We'll just put a pick in his head. And we are currently stood on poison. So we'll just jump off of there, get a bit of oxygen, and then we're good to go.
Fresh air.
I must admit, whoa, hello.
Ammo. Ew.
I must admit, the missions that aren't dependent on O2 aren't really as stressful as this, unless you've got something called Haunted, which is where, as I said, you've got like a translucent enemy that hunts you. We do have a guy down, or we did have a guy down. It looks like somebody's picked him up, but what we'll do is we'll go deposit everything we've picked up. Chase Me seems to be really on the ball. They're the more experienced person we started with, and they are just like everywhere, doing everything. But honestly, I cannot tell you how fun this game is. Sometimes there's a lot of backwards and forwards and kind of trying to get things organized and like all the collection of resources and things, but the payoff for everything else, like it's just phenomenal. Right, where are we? Oh, he's actually running pipe on top of pipe. Oh, so he's stacking pipe. Okay, we can work with that. We'll start building that. Because the second one, we just need to go back and help finish. And it looks like this is the third pipe. Right, so the guys are on pipe 2, which is the bottom of these two. So if we grind down to here, and then I think it's take this one up. We'll just reload a bit as well.
All pipelines and pump jacks built.
Yeah, there we go.
Start extracting the liquid morkite. Return to the refinery and start up the pump sequence.
Sorry, I'm just talking over him. So what we have to do now is defend.
Look at the sparks.
So when the pump jack gets turned on, the glyphids are going to swarm. And they're also going to swarm in advance as well, it appears. And we just need to defend. I think I must have stood partially on lava because I was taking damage then. So the guys are digging morkite. I'll bring in a supply pod and run security watching their back.
I got the tri-job.
Beautiful. Somebody behind me.
Shield up.
More ammo. He really has a cozy.
Was there somebody? Yeah, there, rear. We've got several somebodies.
Mind your bloody fire, your funeral's gonna be
You can actually take friendly fire, which is why sometimes I'm getting damage occurring from the rear.
Significantly diminished. Well done, team.
So you just need to be careful you're not like stood in front of people
Extracted.
intentionally, because you will get shot in the ass.
Full capacity. Be warned.
And if you get shot in the ass, you take a lot of damage.
So stay on your toes and do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment.
There are perks to negate it. Sorry, he was just explaining what's happening then. There are perks to negate it. It's just, whoa. again, it's kind of finding your build. Because if you take certain things, you have to make sacrifices in other areas.
Liquid morkite is being extracted. Pump sequence at 25%.
It's best not to be stationary when you get attacked because you're an easy target. But at the same time, whoa. Now we can't move too far from the oxygen.
Here, get into cover.
So it's a case of reloading
Pipelines are jammed. You need to maintain them.
in between fights. We're just going to go try and repair this. Ah, fudge. Actually, we'll take the repair down here.
This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
So if we take the one that's further away... Oh, hey up. We've also got a little friend. There might be another one. No, there we go.
But you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Oh, hello.
The extraction of liquid morkite is running again. Keep up the good work. We'll be done in no time.
He brought friends. A lot of friends.
Pump sequence at 50%.
So what we'll do is we'll come up. We just need to get our guys back. Yeah, I've just unfortunately done friendly fire, which is what I was warning about. Boom. You can actually get a perk that allows you to make friends with the bugs and take one as a pet. And when it is a pet, it will literally fight for you until it dies. It's a really good perk. I absolutely love it. And it's really useful for like when you're first starting out. Oh, hey up. Here we go.
Stopped. Pipelines in need of maintenance.
Here I go.
And then we can already see the second leak. I'm running just because I thought I saw somebody I was going to try shooting. Oh, hey up. We've got a leak over here as well.
Oh, I smell bacon.
As he's fixing that, we'll come fix this one.
Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
Because one of the keys is not everyone grouping up, because then you've got other areas that are unprotected. I'll just get some O2, then we'll go down.
Well done. All pipelines are fixed, and the refinery
Oh, hello.
is firing like a kitten once more.
Goodbye. Yeah, so here we've actually got them attacking the pipeline up here. So again, kind of keep on the move, keep attacking. Oh, we've got a big green butted bug. Rock me like a stone.
Excellent work, miners. All liquid morkite has been processed, and the car
Beautiful.
is loaded. All systems are go. Just press the launch button.
So because of how far away all these glyphids are, when that launches, they're probably not all going to die and disappear. Luckily, the shield you can actually shoot out of, but you can't shoot into. So if you throw it up over a glyphid, there's a high chance if you launch grenades and things, you'll end up damaging yourself with splash damage. Oh, hey up.
Cargo rocket is returning to orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out. Hang tight.
Got somebody on my ass.
Nitro has been withdrawn, and supply pod is inbound.
So what'll happen now is we're going to have to try and make our way to the extraction. So we're all just going to resupply. The drop pod is coming down over there, and we'll need to find a way to traverse over to it whilst retreating under fire, which is one of like the best bits.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3.
Oh, the only thing is it's only 81 meters away, so it's actually really close. Oh, so, whoa, it looks like we are not really good at grinding. We fell off. Ah, both of our people are ahead of us. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, hey up. Yeah, that's why though the wildlife's annoying, because you can like glitch into it. Oh, you can actually set fire to the gas clouds as well, which do massive damage. And we're out of here. Beautiful.
Good work. We're pulling you back in.
Oh, it's actually 3.8% of players. Earlier, I think I said 2.5, so I stand corrected. I will make an amendment when I'm editing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So what we will do just before we disappear is I just want to say thank you to those guys. So we'll drop them both a good game, happy hunting. Absolute legends, complete randomers, never played with them before. And yeah, everyone just kind of fell into a role. Everyone worked together. There was communication on the PC. You can type messages in, things like that. And that's how the majority of my experiences go. It's positive, it's wholesome, it's productive. It's just good all-around clean fun.
Yes.
So here, we have actually just got a load of perk points from hitting different milestones.
Claim.
So what we will do is we will just upgrade, I believe, my Berserk. Oh no, I've got full Berserk. What we'll do is we'll just upgrade Vampire, which is something I've used quite a lot of. And as it says it, you basically regain health when you kill creatures of different sizes. And especially in situations where you're on your own or you're away from the drop pod, it's really good to just be able to regain health. But you also pay for that by not being able to carry as many resources and things like that, depending on your build, depending on what you decide to take. But that was it. That was a very, very chaotic look at Deep Rock Galactic. That's my 100th mission. I'm absolutely chuffed with that. And with how long the game's been out, for only 3.8% of Xbox players, to get to 100 missions, oh, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. The best thing is, if you want to try it yourself, as the day goes on, you've got different areas open and close and give you a different variety of missions. You've got a transport mission, which is where you're collecting mules, you're fixing up spaceships or like the drop pods to return them. You've got escort missions, you've got drilling missions, you've got looking for specific resources, you've got elimination missions where you have to go kill a specific number of a specific type of enemy. You can play in co-op, you can play solo. If you're not sure what you want to play, you can bring up a server list and see everything that's going on. There's just so much choice, so much variety, and I find it really, really hard putting Deep Rock Galactic down. But yeah, I thank you for this. This has been a bit of a review video, but a non-scripted, non-planned review video, and I hope you've liked it. If you want to give it a go yourself, it's part of both the Xbox and the PC Game Pass. It's available on Steam, it's available on PlayStation, it's available in multiple places, and it's really worth giving a look if you haven't done so already. Are you a big Deep Rock Galactic fan? What is it that draws you to the game? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've not tried it, but this has at least piqued your interest, what bits have piqued your interest? Again, let me know in the comments down below. I may not know a lot, but what I do know, if I can help or answer any questions, I'm more than willing to. For now though, I have been Phil, aka Philadoxical. You have been absolute legends, and whatever you decide to do, have a good time gaming. Bye! Hello one and all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Phil, aka Philadoxical, and I hail from the UK. I'm a content creator, streamer, and all-round self-proclaimed multiplayer badass. Or, as the saying goes, a jack of all trades but master of none. As you might be able to tell, I'm a variety gamer who loves everything from FPSs to RPGs, top-down tacticals to puzzlers. With a can-do attitude and out-of-the-box creative thinking, I'm always up for challenging myself and pushing boundaries. Whether you are looking for playthroughs, reviews, the latest For Honor executions, or hints and tips, I'm sure I'll have something that might pique your interest. And if that has not hooked you yet, did I mention I'm an expert in diplomatic negotiations? Dealing with stressful situations.
Die!
Oh! Oh! God! Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Holy shit, I think I just crapped myself. And I'm always up for fundraising for fantastic causes. If you get a chance, check out a video or drop a follow to be kept up to date with our latest adventures. But now though, no matter what you decide to do, have a fantastic rest of your day and happy gaming.